This is a Merrick Studios podcast. Last week on our love-hate relationship with comic culture.
I just want to point out that when we were going through this rough patch of phase 4 and 5, and I was just saying, but when they get to the end of the saga,
you did say this,
we're all going to be very happy. I said this before. It's like a party. They had to flatten it. They flattened it way more than they should have. They should have flattened the first couple projects maybe and made that, just juxtaposition of things that we need to know or whatever. But, we're here. We're here now and let's go.
I'm Bun B. I'm a host and a co-owner at Merrick Studios, and we just took things to the next level. Merrick Studios Plus is live. So tap in at wearemerrickstudios.com, get 65% off, and don't just listen, be a part of the show.
Yo, I'm Mickey Fax.
Y'all Tat Wizard.
I'm Pete Rock.
And this is our love-hate relationship with comic culture. Welcome back to our love-hate relationship with comic culture. I am your co-host, Mickey Fax.
I am Tat Wizard.
And I am Pete Rock.
And we have a lot to talk about this particular week. Let's just start this off the right way, man. Pete, have you watched Daredevil?
Yes, I have. Both episodes, both. Let's talk about it.
Okay,
let's talk about it.
Only one episode.
Let's talk about it.
I tried. I couldn't.
What? How could you not watch it back to back? It was so good.
Watch the episodes. You did it.
I was traveling to New York this week to drop my son off to my parents' spring break. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I was in the airports. Y'all know how it is in Atlanta.
Of course.
I apologize, but I did see the first episode. So let's talk about the first episode. What do you got about that first episode?
Man, Kingpin. Like, he's really coming into himself. Like, he's starting to fight like the character. Like, he's always been like gangster, but now you get to see like a superheroic power that he possesses, and he's taking it to Matt Murdock, aka the Daredevil one. I liked the first episode. It was really dark.
Yeah, me too.
I was feeling everything about it, from the new story that's happening with it, and then all the way. Even the second episode was just like gut wrenching, bro. I'm really feeling this series, man.
Okay. So Pete is feeling the series. What about you?
Man.
Right, what about you?
I already told you, man. They started off with straight fire. They got the black suit with the red DDs. Like, this is
Come on, man.
He's not. Bodies are on the floor. Okay, bodies are on the Bodies are on the floor. You wanted violence? Bodies are on the floor.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. I liked the first episode. I thought the first episode was really good.
Yep.
Shout out to Karen. She's back. I like the fact that she was, playing like a little bit of a spy, sneaky detective kind of thing. They're on the run.
Mm-hmm.
I do like Kingpin in this more. And Matt is being Matt, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sinking ships.
Yeah.
He's doing the whole time, you know what I'm saying? So I'm
Yeah.
excited to see, what episode 2 and episode 3 is going to look like. It's really good stuff. It's really good stuff, man. Marvel's back. I think Marvel's back, Chad.
I think they slowly cooking, bro.
I'm gonna be honest, y'all back. Cause I've been with
never
Marvel.
left.
I never left. Y'all back. Welcome back.
Welcome back,
Okay.
Mickey. Welcome back, bro.
Hey, listen. It's cool. We back. I mean, they was nasty for a little.
Yeah, they was nasty.
It was
bro.
messy in the kitchen. Sometimes
but
you gotta make
I have
a
to
mess.
give it to you. You stood on your square with us, bro.
You stood on your square. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about Spider-Man. Right?
Mhm,
Spider-Man, brand new day. More information is constantly and consistently coming out. Last week we talked about the Jackal, and how he is potentially the main villain of this particular story. And we're getting more and more information on Sadie Sink and the role that she's playing, her contract. So her contract is extremely extensive, and it is leaning and pointing towards Jean Grey, that this is actually Jean Grey.
Okay.
Yep, it is.
Okay, so
It is.
Tom, if you can, Tom, could you pull up Sadie Sink's contract? I did see some things on it, Tat. It did say like 6+ movies, and I can't envision a different type of character that has that many movies with telekinetic powers that would be like Jean Grey. So I do believe that she is.
Especially rolling into the mutant saga. Like, I mean, what are they gonna do with, like a side story character for 6 movies? Like, that doesn't make sense. So you got a pretty strong point there.
The way they making this make sense with the X-Men being in it, it's definitely leaning on the mutant agenda, Fox 5 thing. And the fact that the hand is added makes it even more like exciting to see, because now you see Spidey going at it with the hand, but before you seen Daredevil going at it with the hand in the Netflix series.
Right.
So it's good to see, like, these villains.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this thing is jam packed. I think they're saying that Daredevil is in this movie as well. They're saying that Daredevil is the one that's jumping towards the hand from the bottom.
Yeah, they're saying they blanked out the screens or something.
Yeah,
but
they
they said
just
that in
blanked-
Spider-Man 2, which they did, but they actually cut those characters from the movie. So we'll see if this is cutting from promo or something happened.
Well, he's already in Spider-Man, so Daredevil was already Matt Murdock. So it could be possible.
Yeah, I'm sure that he's gonna be in it. I mean, I can't explain why he wouldn't be. It just makes sense for him to kind of be there. You know what I'm saying? And it's really dope. Did we talk about this last week, Tat and Pete? Jake Gyllenhaal as is
Mysterio?
that no? Oh, not Jake Gyllenhaal. Who's
Hobgoblin.
playing Ghost Rider? Who's supposed to be?
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling.
Maybe. Yeah, we did mention it, but yeah.
So what are our thoughts about Ryan Gosling playing Ghost Rider?
I can go for that.
I mean, let me ask you something. Have y'all seen Project Hail Mary?
I have not.
This movie is incredible. Ryan Gosling killed it. I'm excited.
He's a good actor. He's great.
Yeah, I'm excited to see him as Ghost Rider for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to go see it. I just haven't had the chance and the opportunity to, but I would love to check that out.
It's definitely levels up from Nick Cage, I can tell you.
For sure.
Okay.
The casting.
So Pete Rock mentioned something. Hobgoblin, right? They are saying
Ned.
he is going to debut in this movie, probably at the end.
The Easter eggs was like him wearing the Hobgoblin colors. Didn't even know that.
Yeah.
That slipped right past us, I believe, right? You too? You guys too?
Yeah.
The bald head is kind of like, it's perfect for the cloak thing. Like, but the sad part is going to be, that means Ned is going to be gone. Like, bye, Ned. Sorry. I don't know if we say rest in peace. What do we do there? Like, bye, Ned.
Villain.
Well, I don't think they're going to kill him. What I think is probably going to happen, and what makes the most sense to me, Tat, is that he's going to be a villain. He's also going to be friends with Mary Jane. And, he's going to kind of, he doesn't know who Peter Parker is. So he's going to probably just be cool with Mary and still be a villain. And us as watchers are going to be looking at it through Spider-Man's eyes. He's going to know, but Ned's not going to know. I don't think they're going to kill him. They'll probably put him in a jail, but I don't think they're going to kill him.
Okay.
And I think it will lead into Green Goblin as well.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I saw rumors Matthew McConaughey maybe playing Green Goblin.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not mad at that at all. Okay, so they're saying also, moving on, they're saying that Chris Evans will not wield the Captain America shield because he is not Captain America. It's
not anymore.
No, that's meat arms.
How do we feel about this?
I mean, it makes sense. Let Sam Wilson be Captain America. Just because Chris Evans is back doesn't mean like, oh, automatically, yeah, we look at Steve Rogers as like that's Captain America. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But he's back in this piece. But
Yeah.
Sam earned the right to be there. Meat
He
arms.
passed the torch.
So,
Yep. He already passed the torch.
I just want him to take the serum. Just take
Who? Steve?
I mean, he won't be meat arm. No, Sam. Then he won't be meat
Oh.
arms anymore. He'll be Captain. Sorry,
Yeah.
Sam. You'd be Captain America if you had serum. I'm sorry. It is true.
Yeah,
Not Falcon. Still,
I would like him to be Falcon, but just
both
have the
Falcon
serum.
and Cap.
Well, there's a new Falcon. Torres is the new Falcon. So
Yeah, that's right. That's right. From
Right. So,
Brave World.
So, okay, really quickly before we move on to DC, Sony is rebooting Venom. Agent Venom is getting a reboot. How, yo, what's up with Sony, bro? Like,
they got to keep.
How
They got
they screw up?
make.
How you screw up Venom, the whole thing, and then reboot it? That's funny.
I'm about to tell you because they got to make movies to keep that property. The thing that they do with Marvel, I feel like, even though they put up a lot of the money for the budget, somehow doesn't count in that contract. They have to keep making these side character movies to keep the whole Spider-Man universe.
They're screwing it up, man.
They don't care because they get billions of dollars from the Spider-Man movie doing it right with Marvel.
And
so
money
they're like,
is the root to
we
all
could take
evil.
the L on these movies, and that'd be the tax write-off against the profit we make with the Spider-Man movie.
And so money ruins everything.
I mean, always. But it's how we live, so it is what it is.
Sad.
It's sad. Okay, so let's move over to DC. We're gonna end our DC segment watching the trailer. But there's a
For
couple.
Supergirl?
Yeah, for Supergirl, bro. I haven't watched it. I stayed away from it. I hope everybody here didn't watch it. Listen.
I didn't see it.
Okay, there it is. We're gonna watch it together as a family. So,
all right.
Zoe Saldana.
That's my baby girl. That's my baby girl, just in case.
I love her, man.
Watch your mouth.
Oh, sorry.
No, not you, Pete. I don't know what Mickey's about to say. Watch your mouth. That's my baby girl. Watch your mouth.
I haven't said anything.
I know. Watch your mouth. I'm just saying, watch your mouth.
Okay, now we tread lightly, boy.
Zoe Saldana is confirming that she's had talks with DC about potentially playing Poison Ivy.
Oh, I'm not mad at that.
Oh, okay.
I'm not mad at that.
Okay.
So there's also talks for Megan Fox to play Poison Ivy as well. So
that'd be traditional.
That'd be very traditional, but I'm not mad at Zoe.
Between the two, yeah.
I think Zoe works. Again, I'm trying to watch my words.
Zoe's gonna act better. Like she's gonna actually act.
She's gonna act better. Yes, I just don't want no problems with Tat, but I think she's gonna work because we've seen her in green and we've seen her in blue. So I think that she should be the color, girl. You know what I'm saying? Like she puts on the blue in Avatar, she puts on the green in Guardians of the Galaxy. So like I think she will be a great
and she's the only $4 billion actress. She's been in 4 different things that's made $1 billion.
Wow. She's incredible.
That's what's up.
Incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Green Lantern joins Man of Tomorrow, pardon me, the Superman sequel. We don't know which Green Lantern is going to be, but
I can tell you.
How?
Which one is going to be?
It's going to be Jon Stewart. It's going to be Aaron Pierre. It's
Jon
going to be the new
Stewart.
guy.
Jon Stewart. Yeah.
It's going to be Jon Stewart.
Okay, Jon Stewart. Okay, that'll be great. What do you guys feel about that? I mean, I liked the Green Lantern that was in this one, Guy Gardner. I thought he was fire in Superman. You know what I'm saying? I wish he was.
Yeah.
I wish he was in the series that they have. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the budget's not there, but what do you guys feel about Aaron
We don't
Pierre?
know that he's not there. It's just that they haven't shown anything like that yet. But again, they call it lanterns. The stuff is white. They keep saying it's white because they're going to show a multitude of lanterns, including the bad ones. So, you never know. I mean, I really like Nathan Fillion, I think his name is, the one that played Guy Gardner. He did a great job. Funny as hell. But I do think they're setting up for Aaron Pierre to be the action star because he's really good at that.
The main lantern, right?
The main lantern. I think that's how a lot of this will play out. But we'll see a bunch. Speaking of real quick, they fired a writer off of Lanterns because he came at Aaron Pierre all crazy, called him a bunch of names.
Oh yeah,
like some gay stuff or something. I don't know, but it got crazy.
okay.
Oops.
And we'll be right back.
Welcome to Merrick Studios, where stories take the mic and culture comes alive.
We're not just a network, we're a family, bringing you smart, soulful, unfiltered conversations.
And this season, we're bringing the heat with our biggest lineup yet. Whatever you're into, music, sports, business, we got you covered.
Merrick Studios, where the conversation starts and keeps going.
Check out our full lineup, including Unglossy with Bun B, Jeffrey Sledge, and myself, Tom Frank. Now streaming at wearemerrickstudios.com.
Art of Lyricism with Pendulum Mink, the first school for rap. Learn elite techniques through immersive lessons, real-world exercises, and guidance from hip-hop icons. This is where MCs sharpen their skills and glow boldly on the mic. Ready to level up? Visit pendulummink.com and start your journey today.
And now, back to the show.
Let's watch the trailer. Tom, where are you? Let's watch this Superman.
Supergirl. Pull that up, man.
Supergirl
Let's see.
trailer.
Let's
And
see
then
what they did here.
before we end, we're gonna talk about it, give our reactions, and then before we end it off, I want to talk about something that kind of went a little bit viral that I said on Twitter, and I want to get y'all thoughts on it. Okay,
Hey,
Let's go.
let's see.
Hey, I was just touching base to see when you think you might be coming back. I'm just worried that you're not going to find your stride here if you keep going off-world all the time, Kara. I'm worried you're not going to find your people.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, Clark. I have no people. Oh, miss wherever you are, buddy. Crypto and I at least had each other. Honestly, I thought we were lucky. But luck, almost by definition, runs out. What can I do?
The Brickens carry the antidote on that person. He has 3 days.
You cannot give up on me.
You about to go John Wick?
He murdered my innocent family.
Just do what I say. And don't die. This does not look like this is gonna end well for you guys.
Stop. You're hurting my head.
Lobo.
Lobo.
Okay.
Wow.
Revenge. It won't take your pain away.
Oh, he's perfect for that role.
Main man.
Your eyes are beautiful when you cry. A lot of pain, a lot of suffering.
There's no home without you, buddy.
I'll give it a shot.
Funny. That's what I've been calling you.
Touche.
Lobo.
Wow.
Jason Momoa looks just like that character.
Yeah, he looks great. I don't know if he sounds like he should sound, but
Yeah.
he looks really, really
He's
good.
perfect look. He's the perfect actor to look like Lobo.
There was some action in there. You can't be mad at that. It was
Yeah, no, I liked it. I liked it.
It was popping.
The trailer was nice.
It was a good trailer. I thought it was good. I thought it was good.
It did Super John Wick.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I liked it. I liked it.
Let's just hope that it transfers into
you
the
sound like there's a
film,
problem in
actually.
your voice, man. You're waiting to say but.
You know
There's
what
a
it
but.
is? You know what it is, Tat? It's like, you know, trailers, they get you hyped, but what about the movie? Can we actually have that excitement from the trailer in the movie? Can we have a good movie?
I think it was a good trailer, Tat. I don't have any pushback. I'm not like overly excited, and I'm not overly underwhelmed. I'm like right smack dab in the middle. I think
I mean, I feel your pain on that,
I
man.
mean, it's Supergirl. I don't really know a lot about Supergirl. I know Lobo. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's cool. Like it's like, oh, okay, cool. Like I'll go check it out. Like I got no problem with it. I don't know the villain. You know what I mean? Like
I don't know the villain.
You know, so
I don't know if that was.
You know, I'm just kind of going. I'm just watching it to see what I would recognize. I'm not a DC guy. I just know Lobo, so I'm looking at it like, oh, okay, this is cool. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I used to watch Superboy cartoon.
So Tom is asking, where does this pick up in timeline from the Superman movie? I believe it's like directly after, because she has crypto.
Yeah,
You
maybe.
Know, so what you think? Like a year?
Well, it could be so clearly, right? They're showing that has this pain going on from losing her family and her friends and everybody she knows in existence. She was old enough to know everything that was happening when Krypton went down. And so she's going through this grieving process. And so that could be where she was out in space with Crypto for a while. And then because he got kidnapped, could have then left him on Earth. So we don't know if it's a pre or an after, but I think it's going to be a good story. It looks like they're doing something here.
Yeah, it looks good. So last thing before we end this episode, I went on Twitter and I said, and I think
What you do?
This is actually in reference to Tom, and maybe Tom can pull up, because this went viral a little bit. I said that I talked to my casual comic book friend and said, what do you think about Professor X being black? And he said,
of course,
I'm okay with it. I ain't got no problem with it, because that's what Tom said. And I asked Twitter,
how am I being roped into this?
Yeah, we had this conversation like 2-3 weeks ago. And but I didn't say your name. I'm just letting you know that you were.
He lying. He said your name.
I don't believe I said his name.
If he didn't, he said it just now, so now everybody knows who he was talking about.
Yeah, so
Tom.
So I got him on my wall. You see Tom right there? There he is right there. So again, he, you know, people went ballistic. The dialogue on Twitter for this was ridiculous. There are people who were saying they don't care. There are people that are saying they do care. Some people saying, where did, because it was in the 60s, where did the black Professor X get his money from to get the X Mansion?
Wow.
It's so many different themes and thought processes. And I had to mute the tweet because it was so many comments coming in. So I want to get everyone's opinion about a black Professor X. We're not even going to talk about Magneto, because Coleman Domingo is in talks with Marvel, and he might play Professor X.
Okay. Oh, what?
Coleman Domingo. You know Coleman,
Yeah,
right?
I know the actor. Yeah.
So they're saying that he might be playing Professor X. So my question to Tat, Pete, and then Tom at the end: how do you guys feel about a black Professor X?
Okay, let me start this off by saying they already took the idea from MLK and Malcolm X, right? To create Magneto and Professor X. So I don't mind it, man. I think you know, and I like the actor who went for Kang first. He wanted to play Kang, right? That's the same guy. Cool. And now, I mean, I don't know about him playing Professor X, but I would like to see I wouldn't mind seeing a black Professor X. I wouldn't mind.
Okay, that's Pete. Pete wants to see a black Professor X. Tat, what are your thoughts?
I mean, we've had this conversation before, right, Mickey? You pulled up that the existence came from some Jewish backgrounds.
Yes.
But I think the spirit of X-Men and the mutant struggle, I mean, is aligned with the Black struggle in America perfectly. So, I mean, it would fit into place subconsciously, even like we would just be like, okay, this makes sense because the struggle that they're going through is familiar. And I have heard rumors that Denzel is trying to be Magneto. So this kind of does line up. And I'm definitely here for it. Absolutely.
Wow.
Yep.
So that's
The
two for-
racism that you're going to experience on Twitter is,
Different
that's what
than anywhere else.
Yeah, you're gonna get the nonstop crazy
Well,
talk on Twitter.
Can I ask a question before my answer? So, was he originally Jewish, and that's like the tie-in, and that's the problem people are having?
Magneto was Jewish. Professor X is, I think he's European.
Yeah, he's from Europe.
He's from Europe. Not sure what part, but he's from Europe.
Maybe Switzerland or something.
Yeah. So for me, again, and this is just me, I'm against it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm against it. I want to see a white Professor X. I'm sorry. I can't. You know
what? I just said I would like to see a diversity, but we're so used to the alter egos being, white. Like my favorite character's alter ego is white man. You know what I'm saying? But I see that they're changing it up in these movies. They're turning certain characters over to black actors. So I'm cool with that because I've seen, some of the black actors do well with the characters. So I don't know, man. But we are used to Professor X and seeing him, white. Because I know when the first X-Men movie came out, I was excited to see Patrick Stewart playing.
Yes.
Right.
I was
mean,
excited.
that was perfect. That was perfect.
He was absolutely perfect to play Professor. He looks like him from the comics and everything.
And Patrick Stewart is phenomenal actor. So
absolutely.
And I think Billy Craston, I think he would be a great. I think the guy from what is it called? What's the Breaking Bad?
Oh, Bryan Cranston. Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, Bryan Cranston. I think he would be a good Professor X. I'm sorry. Like I get what Tat is saying. I'm actually not.
I still want to see a black X. I still want to see it.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at Coleman potentially getting that. I'm not.
I'm not gonna lie though. I think Coleman Domingo is a fantastic actor. He is absolutely phenomenal in everything he does.
Absolutely.
I do not see him as Professor X though, but I would like to see a black Professor X. Yes.
Okay.
I see him more like Kang. Actually,
he would have made sense as Kang. But I mean, he's still. When I look at him and Jonathan Majors as actors, I think Majors gives me a little bit more range.
Edge.
More edge. But yeah.
All right, Tom, your thoughts?
I don't mind it. I love Coleman Domingo, and I think he could play it really well. He's such kind of an odd character that he would be perfect for that.
Yeah, he wants to be in the MCU.
Do anything, but I just don't physically see him as Professor X.
In your own opinion.
But I do agree with Mickey. It is kind of a part that you always look at as this bald white dude.
Yeah.
And when they found Patrick Stewart,
Tom just said he wants to be Professor X. Y'all ain't
Thomas
even
wants to be Professor
I
X.
didn't even hear him just now. Tom just said he wants to be Professor X.
I think I could do it.
You can pull it off. He has to shave his beard.
Clean.
He has to shave his
completely shaved?
Yes.
You're more like Mr. Clean,
you gotta
boss.
go.
Wait a minute. You're telling me you would be okay with a black guy doing it, but not with a guy with a beard?
I would
no.
If you
whoever does it can't have a beard. Whatever
no matter
color.
what, no beard.
Whatever color.
No beard. No beard.
No beard.
Okay. All right.
Clean.
So let's end this up here. This was our love-hate relationship with comic culture. This is today's comment.
Got some pickups.
My Silver Surfer comic fighting Thanos.
Look, Iron Fist and Boomerang.
Okay, Iron Fist and Boomerang. That's Pete's. Tat, next week you gotta have a comic. That's how we're gonna end it every week from now on. You know
That
what
was
I'm
your
saying?
comic.
I mean, you want me to go digging around? I can go.
No.
I mean, all right. You need.
Hey, there we go. There we go. Okay.
Whoa.
Encyclopedia. There we go. There we
I can
go.
pull this out every
I
week
got
and
one of
cover every
those.
base all the time.
I got one of those. I got the encyclopedia.
Yeah. So, I am your host, Mickey Fax,
I am Tat Wizard.
I am Pete Rock.
and we will see you guys next week. Yo, I'm Mickey Fax, the co-host of our love-hate relationship with comic culture, and we just took things to the next level. Merrick Studios Plus is live. Tap in at wearemerrickstudios.com. Get 65% off, and don't just listen, be a part of the show.
Yo, don't tell Tom about this, B.
I think you need to keep this between us, Mickey.
All right, cool. So if they comment on this clip on Instagram, I'll DM them a free code for access for the first 3 months. Don't tell them.
Don't say nothing.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah, he gonna be.
This is life.
It is what it is.
Our love-hate relationship with comic culture is hosted by Pete Rock, Mickey Fax, and Tat Wizard. It is produced and edited by Tom Frank and distributed by Merrick Studios. Follow us and leave us a comment on Instagram at Comic Culture Podcast.